DreAllDay.com.
This morning I want to talk about the vehicles. Let me show y'all some vehicles. They were the vehicles right here. Y'all see these vehicles. There's a lot of opportunity seekers out there in the world. So a lot of people out there seeking opportunity, looking for a chance to get on, a chance to get to where they want to go. You see vehicles come in all different sizes. What's up, Bert from Milwaukee? Everyone please tap the screen 500 times. See sizes that these vehicles come in, different shapes that vehicles come in. Because everybody's looking for a different type of opportunity. But what I want to tell you this morning is that a vehicle opportunity is just an opportunity. Just because you have a chance, just because you have a vehicle, that does not mean you are about to be successful. It doesn't mean that you're done working. It actually means you just started working. It actually means you haven't even started working. I'm gonna tell you the 3 things you need to make a vehicle work for you. Because just because you have one doesn't mean anything's gonna happen. So 3 things you need. Number 1, when you have a vehicle, meaning an opportunity, I'm using that figuratively, first thing you gotta do is actually drive. You gotta be able to drive what you're driving. So you get a car and you can't drive, you're in trouble. The first thing is you gotta be able to drive. You get a car, you can't operate the vehicle, and it's not gonna take you anywhere. You're gonna be sitting in the driveway, sitting in the parking spot. That's number 1. Number 2, you gotta have directions. Where are you going with your opportunity? Please keep tapping the screen, everybody. Where are you going with the opportunity that you have? So you got one, you got a vehicle, you got a car. Now where you going with it? Because if you don't have directions, you don't know where you're going. You're just gonna be driving around, using a lot of energy, spending a lot of time, but you're gonna get nothing out of it. And number 3, you gotta have some gas in the car. So if you got a great vehicle, great opportunity, you know exactly where you wanna go, you know how to operate it, but you don't have the energy, you don't have the motivation, you're not inspired enough to actually take action over and over again on a daily basis, you won't get to that end goal, even if you know exactly what the goal is. You clear on the goal, you clear on how to get there, but you don't have the energy and the motivation to keep doing it, even when you're not getting the result yet, you're not gonna reach that goal. So the 3 things you need in addition to an opportunity, in addition to the vehicle, you need to know how to operate it. Meaning you gotta know what to do with the opportunity, not just that you need one, but what you're gonna do with it. Number 2, you gotta have some directions. What exactly do you want? Or how clear are you on your goal? How detailed are you when it comes to the goal that you want? And number 3, do you have some gas? You got the motivation, energy to keep going even when the results are not the results that you want. Now, I'm gonna take a couple questions if anybody got a question. My name is Dre Baldwin, for those that don't know me, also known as Dre All Day, checking in from Miami. Thank you for the hearts. Please keep tapping the screen, 500 hearts. After 500, you can stop. I'm checking in from Miami, hometown is Philadelphia. Mental toughness, self-confidence, self-discipline expert. I've done 3 TED Talks, author of 7 books. I published 5,000 YouTube vids, 4,000 blog posts. I got a podcast and a show on the GCTV network. Podcast is on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud. They both called the same thing, Work on Your Game. That's the name of my company. My website is called DreAllDay.com. If anybody got a question, post it now before we wrap up this live stream from this morning. This is Dre All Day. Y'all are talking to. For those who don't know me, my website is DreAllDay.com. You want to learn more about me, that's where you can find out. DreAllDay.com is the website. Any questions? No questions? What's up, yo? Do the right thing. Appreciate it. Maybe y'all go a bit behind. Thank you. If you listen to the Work on Your Game podcast, please go to iTunes right now and leave a 5-star review of the podcast. It will help push the podcast up in the rankings, so when people look for podcasts, they see me. People who don't know. So please leave a 5-star review for the podcast if you are listening to it. If you read one of my books, leave a review on Amazon. Those help the book get seen. Those help the podcast get seen. I'm jet lagged in LA. Any ideas on how to get better sleep? Well, being on Periscope is not one of those ideas. You should probably go to bed right now. You should Google jet lag. Google jet lag recovery. You can get the answer, but I'm not an expert on that. Just order Mental Handbook. That's what's up. Shout out to everybody who's getting the Mental Handbook. After you read it, leave us a review on Amazon. It helps other people know about it. Or better yet, since you got the Mental Handbook, go tell people where they can go get it. That's even better. And if I go to Work on Your Game University, I don't know if y'all know about Work on Your Game University, but that's where you can get the Mental Handbook. I got a webinar that's free right now on Work on Your Game University. That's at workonyourgameu.com/3 WOYGU.com or Work on Your Game U. I own both domains. They both go to the same place. /3 Work on Your Game U /3. That's a free webinar to help you out with the rest of your life Don't matter what you do, how old you are, what year you are. I just got a testimonial yesterday from someone who's 14 years old. He did the Bulletproof Mindset course. I got a course called Bulletproof Mindset on my website. 14, he just completed the course. It's a 12-module course. And some people ask me, is there such thing as being too old or too young for Bulletproof Mindset? I know Bert is on Bulletproof Mindset. He's probably older than many of you. And this kid is 14 years old, just finished the Bulletproof Mindset. So if you're anywhere in between 14 and 60, you could take the Bulletproof Mindset course. Even if you're 90, I don't care if you're 100. Yes, that's the link right there. Thank you, Sander, for posting that link. WorkOnYourGameU.com/3 Bulletproof Mindset. You'll find out about that. Go through the webinar first. See how good the webinar is, and you'll find out about Bulletproof. Everybody, hit me on Snapchat. You got any questions the rest of the day, at Dre Baldwin. My Snap is at Dre Baldwin. First name, last name is in my bio here on Periscope. Make sure you follow me here. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. If you're on Snapchat, hit me on the Snap. My Snap name is at Dre Baldwin. You already know how that works. And I got a podcast, if you didn't know. It is called Work on Your Game. It is an everyday podcast where I talk about getting yourself into the right mindset, that bulletproof mindset. Getting yourself seen, heard, known. Getting the exposure you want and making things happen in your life instead of waiting for things to happen to or for you. Subscribe to that podcast when you're on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher. Make sure you check it every single day. Make sure you're subscribed so you catch the heat. Work on your game. Dre Ball, Dre Ball, Dre Ball. I feel like Dre Ball, Dre Ball, Dre Ball.